Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Firadao Waehama with the name A1B221115. And today I'll be talking about Tesol method, lectured by Mr. Abrar. And for this video, I will review teaching reading methods that provided in the YouTube channel that I picked randomly in the YouTube channel. The video's name is How to Teach Reading and Speaking, but for this review I will focus on the reading activities. So let's get started. But before we start review, there are three stages of reading activities. So there are pre-reading activities, second is through reading or whilst reading activities, and the last is post-reading activities. So let's move on. The first part is pre-reading activities. After teacher enter the class, the teacher will greet the students like good morning and good morning students, and ask about their condition. After that, teacher will start the material by giving picture to give to the students. That the picture that teacher give is about introduction of the story that he will teach for the students today. And after that, after the teacher asks students to describe what is the picture about. After that, the teacher will ask the answer from students by asking different questions. So, and then after that, the teacher will divide it into group that consists of 3 people to describe the example of paragraph that teacher gave, and then answer the question to teacher. So from this activity or pre-reading activity, in my opinion, it is a good way for teacher to give the introduction first to their students, because to make their students understand or can imagine what kind of story or what kind of method that he will teach for them. So let's move on to the next part. So for the next part is about why reading activity. So the teacher starts with giving the picture of that relate into the short story. So there are 3 people in the picture. There are father, mother, and their daughter. So the teacher asks the student about how the teacher asks about their personality of or characteristic of each person in the picture. So the students answer that the father is his face is look like angry. So the teacher will ask about the synonym of the angry. What the synonym word in of the angry? So the students answer it. They entered to the text of short story, that is the main part. So first he asked the students make a summarize or paraphrase, but before the teacher give the instruction, teacher will give the definition of two words first, that is what is summary and what is paraphrase. So the summary is the writing that only write for the most important event or ideas. Meanwhile, the paraphrase is to say something in your own words. So after the teacher giving the definition, after that teacher will give the instruction to them to make a summary and paraphrase to paraphrase of the paragraph. So teacher will give 5 minutes to students to make their summary, and then after finish 5 minutes, the teacher divided into group that consists of 4 people in one group, and then he asked them to compare the result of each other, and then answer for the best answer. For the next step is teacher will highlight the idiom or the difficult words to, and then explain the definition and how to apply the words by giving the picture. And for further activity is teacher discuss to the text by giving the question. So teacher will not read the text, but teacher will ask the question that relate into the each paragraph, so that students will remember what the text is about. So for the next activity, the teacher will ask students to find the unfamiliar words or the difficult words to their partners, so that they can discuss each other that and also they can improve their vocabulary between each other. In my opinion, the teacher is focus a lot to the vocabulary, because the teacher will highlight the difficult vocabulary, and then the interesting is the teacher not only describe the definition of the word, but he also provide the picture beside it, so the students can imagine what kind of word is, and they can easily remember the word that he before this they don't know, but after after teacher describe and give the definition of the vocabulary, I think they can easily to remember it. So move on to the post activities. The teacher also give some question about their opinion to the whole story. So to students to make to answer in pair and then answer in individual. So teacher will give the question. It's around 5 questions that relate to the short story, but the answer is all about their opinion toward the character in the story. So after that, the last activity is students are given the task or home task to make an essay that relate to the short story. So the question for this essay is about what effect did this story have on you. So the student have to think it critically toward the story that or what the effect that have on them. So the last is in my opinion, this teaching reading, I think this method teaching reading is quite good enough because first teacher will focus a lot to the vocabulary, So the students will get more list of vocabulary and to increase their reading. So because when we get a lot of vocabulary, so it make us easily to understand from reading. For the second, students able to think critical to understand the text of short story and making summary to build their understanding toward each paragraph, and also they can identify face expression of the character in the story by giving the instruction to students to make a summary and paraphrase, or so the student can think critically toward the short story that given by teacher. So the third is teacher use pictures to describe the vocabulary, so the student will easily understand and remember it for a long time. And for lastly, for the students will improve their critical thinking by answering the teacher's question about the story that he give. So it will make students have to be always be prepared with the answer and will not feel boring during the class. So I think that's all from me. Sorry for the lack information, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.